This is every single Nintendo Switch 2 accessory, and also the first Switch 2 accessory video I'm making, which is exciting. I went to Best Buy, GameStop, that's it. But it's the same stuff that you can get in Walmart and Target, as well as Nintendo's own first-party accessories. In fact, I'm going to be stacking up the third-party cheaper accessories against the more expensive Nintendo's own ones. And you would think Nintendo's would be better. You would think. And you're probably right. I don't know. I haven't actually looked at any of these yet. You would hope so. They're twice as expensive. I don't talk about this ever, actually, but we're getting so close to 2 million subscribers. This seems like the era to make it happen. So if you enjoyed this video, why don't you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Let's begin. One thing I want to stress that I forgot to say in the video, and it's important, is that here in the US, tariffs have come into play on a lot of these accessories, mostly on Nintendo's first-party ones. So pretty much everything has gone up $5 in price, including even the Street Fighter amiibos. So that's something to take into account that I did take into account while I was filming, but I just forgot to mention it. All right, yeah, I'm going to start with Nintendo stuff, so I got to clear a little bit of room here. That? Oh, I felt my heart sink. Ironically, if it is scratched, it scratched itself on the GameStop screen protector that I haven't put on yet. Why don't we start then with... Wait, where is it? Unless I'm going insane, I'm pretty sure I bought the Nintendo Switch carry case, the smaller carry case that came with a screen protector. And I was gonna look at that first, since apparently I need a screen protector. I even checked the car. They did not give it to me. I pre-ordered that and I didn't get it. Oh my God. What is my problem? I'm just gonna start with this. So this is the Nintendo Switch 2 all-in-one carry case. Oh, nice little Nintendo logo here. Actually, this is kind of cool. I am now realizing I've opened it upside down. Okay, there is the inside. They even have little logos where you put everything. That's actually kind of cool. All right, so we have a zipper up here. You can hold some extra things. You can put some game carts in here, it looks like. So to begin with, we have the dock. And yeah, I know this comes with the Switch 2, but it's an accessory. It's heavier than the original Switch 1 dock, I feel. It has this gloss finish on the inside, which I really like. Then the back completely removes, which is good. I like that. Other than that, it's essentially a Switch 1 dock. It really isn't that different. I wouldn't recommend getting any third-party docks right away. Something about the different power sources that third parties use for docks ended up overheating and causing a bunch of issues on Switch consoles. Just give it a little bit. That slots in there pretty nicely. Speaking of accessories for the Switch 2 though, I couldn't talk about them and not mention Genki. They said if you're doing a video on all Switch 2 accessories, we want to sponsor that video and show our products in it because we're so confident that our products will beat out anything else. I actually shot this spot already a couple of days ago, which means I've actually been using this for a couple of days and I really like it. I have to mention, in lieu of my own grip, which hasn't got into production yet, using the Switch 2 without any kind of grip or case has been challenging. So having this Genki attack vector, which is really cool because it splits into pieces. This grip case is also fully dockable. It also has a MagSafe style mount, so it's compatible with products like Genki's Energy Pack. And these back pieces, they slide out and you can change them with other sizes to better fit your comfort level, which is very clever. Personally, I like these big rounded ones and I've been using those the last couple of days and it's really leveled up my experience with the Switch 2. These here are the Mimic cases, and by Mimic, they mean they mimic the size, shape, and form of a Switch 2 game case and get 12 slots for games. So you get 3 and you can just slot them in with your rest of your games. So that was everything that I've had in my house for the last couple of days. And now, first up, I'm gonna open up the sleeper case. Ooh, it's a hard shell with a fabric finish. Very sleek, a strong zip. Oh, even that nice finish on the inside too. This feels pretty dang sturdy, I gotta be honest. They're saying it's virtually indestructible, but now we gotta put a screen on this bad boy. They've sent a very nice microfiber cloth and wipes. Just take this, says to just clip it on. Well, that fits on nice and snug. Here's the moment. Nice. And it should be perfectly lined up. Just swipe the screen protector and then wait 30 seconds. While we're waiting, there is a 48-hour 10% off code live right now. Click the link in the description. Use code BeatEmUps10 to get 10% off any or all of these products and more over on Genki. All right, that's about 30 seconds, so we will lift it up. That was placed perfectly. There is 2 little dots in here, but there is also this here, which should just be able to do this. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but that's already getting rid of that one. Thank you, Genki, for sending all this stuff over. I always love your products, and if you guys want to check them out, those links down below. Then we have this accessory, which comes with the Switch 2. For some reason, I've always called this the dog bone. I don't know where I got that from, but I think it kind of looks like a dog bone. I really do like it. It's just fun snapping in the magnets. It's so much nicer than the old rail system, and it's just a nice form factor, this round square. It's pretty comfortable to hold. You can comfortably fit this in here. Comparatively, Nintendo also has another first-party accessory, which is this exact form factor, but it charges your Joy-Cons when you plug them in, and adds 2 extra buttons on the back here that are programmable and mappable. I actually pre-ordered it, but my GameStop ran out and couldn't fill my order, and I couldn't find anywhere. They're all sold out. Okay, I bent over backwards for you guys. I did my best. I went out today and I got the charging grip. However, that case, you can't get it. Bizarrely, it is the most sold out accessory. I don't know what's so good about that case, but apparently we ain't getting it for this video. Even the Switch is sold out. When I went to Best Buy, I forgot to say there was an out of stock sign. Nintendo sent out to stores that say out of stock, meaning they knew they were going to be out of stock. They had signs ready. How crazy is that? Just like I thought is literally the same thing, except this back part is see-through, which is nice. I mean, I guess you need something to tell them apart, and this is definitely feeling unnecessary considering one of these already comes with the console. It's just this one. Actually, does it charge? Does it have to be plugged in? Oh my gosh. I kind of thought for $40 that this was a charge bank. Kind of like how when I put my Raycons back in the case, they charge up. But no, if you look at this, the Joy-Cons aren't currently charging, but if I plug it in, it doesn't charge wirelessly. Oh, that's actually not as cool as I thought. It does have these programmable back buttons, which is nice. So let's give it a shot, make sure they work. Launch software. Oh, it's software side. So it depends on the game you're loading up, and it remembers the profile. I actually kind of like that. Oh yeah, so now I can map them. So let's map this one to A. We'll map this one to maybe like throw item or like drift, I suppose. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. I'm drifting and driving without pressing any buttons, and I'm just moving with the stick. Well, at least we know that we can use the back buttons wirelessly. It just unfortunately is not a charge bank. I wouldn't recommend it. You already get this. There's a lot of, I would just buy a Pro controller here, but if the budget really is a concern for you, this is a cheaper way of doing the back buttons, I suppose. Then we have the Pro controller. This is separate, does not come with the Switch. It's $80, and it is awesome. It is such a nice upgrade. However, you can just use a regular Pro controller. The extra features are a headphone jack, which for some people might be a selling point. Then these 2 back programmable buttons and a C button, of course. Visually, you have these gray accents, which aren't actually consistent with the console, so I'm not entirely sure where they went with that. However, ignoring that, the grayscale is very nice and very sleek, and I like it a lot. Lastly, the plastic used on all of these Switch 2 products are the same matte finish, and it's just such a nice feeling plastic quality. It really is just a pleasure to hold. So then that will slot in there. I don't really feel the need to review the power cord. I guess I do, actually. I kind of like that the power cord came in 2 separate bits. I mean, you could add in a longer cord, I suppose, if you need more room for your TV setup or something. I like that there's that option, and you can still have the official power brick with it. This Switch HDMI is not the same as the original Switch HDMI. You probably wouldn't want to use the original Nintendo Switch 1 HDMI on the Switch 2. I don't know why you would, because you're probably not doing yourself any kind of favor. All right, and then that's the carry case. It's actually quite nice and quite snug. If I was going to a sleepover back in the day, this is absolutely what I would have taken. Actually, sorry. When I was filming this, I didn't realize this was $85. I got confused. I thought this was like 50 bucks. I don't think it's 85 nice. Bear that in mind as this video goes on. 85? I really wanted to get either the Hori clip on the top camera for this video, but it's not out yet, actually. It's on for pre-order, or the Piranha Plant camera to compare the quality of these two. Unfortunately, that's out of stock as well, because the Hori Piranha Plant camera, which is a camera for the Switch, just like this, but more elaborate and cool because it's a Piranha Plant, it's actually cheaper. So most people were buying that, and it's all sold out. So all we have is this. As you might have seen on my Mario Kart gameplay, when I played with my friends Scoot, Peanut Butter Gamer, and Liz the Last, all of our camera quality was really bad. Although to be fair, Peanut Butter Gamer was using his own webcam. Nintendo allows pretty much any USB webcam to plug in and be used, which is really nice that they did that. But if you're looking at buying this camera, here's what I'll say. The first thing I noticed, it's actually pretty quality. This stem is metal, the base is metal, this top part is plastic, but I assume it's plastic encasing metal. It even has a privacy filter. If you're worried about that, you can just slide it over, and it is closed so no one can see you. I don't know why there were no games at launch that actually used the camera. Obviously, Game Chat uses it, and as proxy by that, you can use it in games like Mario Kart, but I mean like to actually play games with it. I like the camera. 50 bucks is a lot just to see your friends right now, but if you have the money, it is goofy fun. Okay, next from Nintendo, I want to take a look at the steering wheels, which is a good chance to compare it to GameStop's steering wheels. So these are obviously for if you're looking to play Mario Kart with a racing wheel. Nintendo's brand of steering wheels is $25, where GameStop's is $10.43 with a Pro membership. Let's do Nintendo's first. These obviously look better. You've got the blue and the red matching the Joy-Con colors, and you have like a trim of color. It actually looks like a racing wheel. Oh, maybe we should have done these second, because unfortunately for GameStop, this is going to be hard to beat as far as quality goes. It is the same Nintendo premium feel that has extended across all of their products so far. The outer edge has a textured grip on it, which is actually making it, again, feel like a racing wheel. So I wonder how this slides in. Beautiful. Now, how do you get it out? Oh, it just pops out. And I can already tell these crappy donut teething toys, they look like something I would give to my dog to teeth with. Sorry, that was really mean to GameStop. It's cheap and affordable. Ugh. Okay, so we got the red one, and it... Oh. I should not have done Nintendo's first. This is so underwhelming now. The red is GameStop red, not Nintendo Switch red, which is really bothering me. We have two different reds here, which are clashing big time. To pop it out, you have to push the back. Oh, these are disgusting. What's the point of this even? Oh, wait, that's nice, actually. I will give some brownie points there. Yeah, that's actually smart. If you're looking at just playing Switch 2, these clear by a mile, but they're more than twice the price. These are half the price. I don't like the color. I don't like it as much, but it comes with an insert to make it backwards compatible, which is doubling the use. GameStop. I'm gonna give you the dub, actually, because that's brilliant. I hate it. I don't want it. You win. We have another head-to-head. This time, it's GameStop versus Best Buy. Performance Grip 2 packs. GameStop's $16. Best Buy's actually $11.99. Oh. Can you imagine you're trying to take a nap or something and your kid's up playing Switch 2 and all you hear is this? I'd probably sleep in a different room. It's the same technology. It's that they've just removed the wheel part and they've added handles, and they're quite comfortable. I hate these triggers, but for $16, if that's what you're looking to get, fine. But for $11 over at Best Buy, you can get these next ones, which look quite... No. It's the same. They're the same thing. Why is the GameStop one $5 more? Because you colored one red, it's $5 more. Why is it when I get mad, my Australian comes out? Two completely different products, but they are the exact same thing, except GameStop's costs more. So... Best Buy wins? How about we take a look at something that's actually exciting? The Nintendo GameCube online controller. It seemingly said online and in the fine print that you couldn't use this controller outside of the GameCube app. Well, it turns out that all of Nintendo's online controllers say that, but then they can all be used outside of the app. It also even has motion controls, apparently. I have the N64 one. I also have the NES and Super Nintendo ones in my collection somewhere. I refused to open any of them. I wasn't going to open this either, but since we're here making a video and I love you guys, like the video, please, because I'm doing this for you. Packaging, I'm not going to give you a 10 out of 10, Nintendo. It's a bit loose. Wow. This is so nostalgic. It feels better, actually. I'm not sure if over the years, the texture of this GameCube controller has rubbed off, but it's a lot more smooth, whereas this one has that same textured plastic quality feel that you've come to expect on everything they've done, just like the Pro controller. This actually is a more premium GameCube controller. It feels better, while at the same time feeling the same. There's an extra ZL button here, and they also hit the home button, the screen capture button, and the C button, and the sync button all up here at the top. I have nothing bad to say about that. This I bought at Best Buy. It is the Hori pad, and it is obviously a competitor to the Pro controller. It's also half the price because it was $40. It is wired, which is where most of that price decrease comes from. Hori is a great company. They make really great accessories. At the bare minimum, it'll be nice and it'll function. I don't hate it. I'm not upset by it. My blood isn't boiling. Here's what I don't like immediately off the rip. The D-pad doesn't feel good. This D-pad is really raised and really soft and really clicky at the same time. It's nice. This is just kind of mush. The buttons are too far apart. I was playing Soul Calibur last night. A lot of Soul Calibur combos, like the grabs, you have to press 2 buttons at once, and it's really easy to just get my thumb over both of these buttons. Here, I feel like I need a bigger thumb. They're so far apart, I'm almost missing one of them. These triggers are the last thing that I don't really like. Something about them, it's like the D-pad, it's just kind of mush. They don't have a good click or a good give. But I like the sticks. These top buttons are fine. They're clicky. If you're looking to save half the price and you don't care about wired and you're on a budget, I don't give it a 7 out of 10. I'm a little privileged because I have this. If I didn't have that, this is completely fine. I do have this next charging stand. It is only $26.99. Yeah, I don't know why I said only. That actually seems a little expensive. It does actually feel pretty weighted. And then quick attach, huh? You can't say that's not quick. Just everything doing this rather than slide is life-changing. It's life-altering. I'm not the same man. I mean, this is a cool product. I probably wouldn't spend 25 on it, but if you're looking to keep a bunch of things charged, if you have like 17 kids running around your house and you want to play Mario Kart with all of them, this is a great way of keeping them charged at all times. I guess we'll quickly take a look at the amiibos. All right, we did it. Next. I mean, I don't really know what to say. I've included these because they are technically accessories to the console, but I'm sure you know this. They're also NFC readers. You also scan them into the games and you get rewards. There was also Street Fighter ones, and those are really cool. They're large, they're elaborate, they're pretty. However, they're $40 each, and I just couldn't justify that even for the video. I also saw at the store, if you don't want to buy those, for $40, you can buy a pack of 22 amiibo Street Fighter cards, which have all the Street Fighter characters as amiibos up front. I didn't need any of that. I just wanted to let you know. 2 more little accessories here from Best Buy. We'll start with this, the next 24 game case and memory card storage vault. So this was only $12.99. It is plastic, but almost feels like a tin. Oh, it has a magnetic opening, which is quite satisfying and on theme with Nintendo right now. 24 slots, silicone inside. There you go. I mean, what did you expect, you know? What did you think was gonna happen? And it comes with stickers, and actually, these are pretty cool. We have the original Switch. I never thought about it, really, but keeping it the same form factor allows you to use your old Switch cases. So if you already have something like this, you can just put the new games in this. All right, so that's quite nice. And then we have the thumbstick multi-pack. So we have a low rise and we have a medium rise. So we will put the orange on orange. I will say I immediately appreciate the color match, which is quite satisfying for me. Ugh, I just hate it. It looks like a cake. Yeah, it's really not for me. I'll put the slimmer one on over here. I'm just really not a fan. This this has become really slippery now. They're just really not for me. I will say I like what they do color-wise. I almost wish it wasn't such a high rise. There's a lot of padding in this one. You see that? That's how much padding it's adding. This is ridiculous. This is adding too much cake. Too much cake has been added. And then for this one, we again have red and blue, which doesn't really work anymore. Oh, wait, here we go. We have gray. That's much nicer. Although it seemingly wants you to do one red and one gray. Why would they not make a match? That's so frustrating. Ugh. Oh, why? Why in God's name? It's like Shrek ears. What are you doing? I mean, yeah, if you want to spend $10, $15 to mess up your controller and your gaming experience, this is a great way to do that. I don't know why I saved these to last, because how anticlimactic. We have the SD Express cards. Nintendo's is $60, whereas GameStop's was $60, but is now $54. I would recommend getting one of these. My Switch right now has already filled up internally just from me wanting to play and test like 6 or 7 games. So adding this extra storage space of almost 250 more gigs for your games. The Switch 2 requires an Express card this time, which is more expensive than before. It's the one thing that's not easily backwards compatible with the Switch 1. The reason why you need one this time is because Express is faster. There's nothing really to say here. I mean, Nintendo's own is branded with an M, which is nice. It feels official. There is absolutely no difference between these. There it is. This right here might even be the most expensive accessory we looked at today. Even the GameCube controller is cheaper than this. It's so small, the camera's not even wanting to focus on it. $60. Enjoy your accessory. That is every Best Buy and GameStop and Nintendo and Walmart and Target accessory that at least I could buy that has been released at launch for Nintendo Switch 2. If there are any other accessories that you can see online that you want me to take a look at, even if it's homemade ones like on Etsy, because I want to start making those videos pretty soon, the weirder the better. Send them to me. Let me know about them in the description down below. Like, comment, and subscribe so we can get close to that 2 million. I guess, lastly, that is something I can say. What's the necessities here? I'll tell you what I would get, personally. I would get a Nintendo Switch 2, the camera, but you can really decide if you want that or not. I need a Pro Controller if you do plan on taking it out of the house. You know our friends over at Genki have their accessory that you can buy for that. Oh, you need a screen protector. Of course, I need that beat 'em up Satisfy grip that you can still order right now. And you need the SD card. It adds up real quick, doesn't it? That's what I would get. Let me know if there's anything extra that you would get. Okay, bye.